Hey guys, it's Somir and today I'm going to give you best lens recommendation for Sony a7R III. And this list stays the same for Sony a7S II, a7R II, a7R III or any of the Sony mirrorless cameras. I'm going to give you two options for each of those categories so that it can help you to choose the best lens as per your budget or requirements. And in case you are looking to purchase right now, I have left all the links below in this video description. So let's get started with the list right now. First category will be the run and gun, like the everyday lens for you. I totally recommend getting the all new Sony 24-105 f4 lens, which is going to come as a kit lens with the Sony a7R III. And if you are shooting with a low light and need a great bokeh or great depth of field, I totally recommend getting the Sony GM2470 f2.8. Even that's the lens which I'm shooting right now. So those two lenses for this category of run and gun will be 24-105 f4 and the GM2470 f2.8. Second category will be ultra wide. Everyone knows that the best ultra wide lens for Sony is the Sony GM16-35mm f2.8 lens. It's amazingly sharp and DxOMark has published it as the most highly rated wide angle lens. Really sharp. But the cost factor is really huge. I mean, it's around $2,500. If you're in budget, then the best option for you is the Samyang 14mm AF f2.8. Even I use the same and it's just around $550. So Sony GM16-35 is around $2,500 and Samyang 14mm AF f2.8 is around $550, like 5 times the cost. So if you can justify the cost, go ahead and get the Sony, but if you cannot and if you're in budget, get the Samyang. Third will be gimbal lens. I always suggest having a good prime lens on your gimbal which is not that heavy. The best two lens options for your gimbal are the Zeiss Batis 25mm f2 and the Zeiss Batis 18mm f2.8. I personally use the Zeiss Batis f2 25mm because I love the footage at 25mm, but if you like it wide, you may go for the 18mm Batis f2.8. That's absolutely fine and absolutely gorgeous as well. Fourth will be macro lens. The best two options are Sony 90mm macro and the Laowa Ultra Macro 60mm. The difference between those two lenses is Sony is somewhere around $1,400 while the Laowa is around $400. And Sony is just 1:1 magnification while the Laowa is twice the magnification, 2:1, really close. But Laowa is like manual focus while the Sony is with the autofocusing. So it just depends on your requirements. If you need autofocus, go with the Sony. If you are good with the manual focusing and you need more magnification, go with the Laowa. Just $400 versus the $1,400. Fifth category is the tele category. If you are into weddings or filmmaking, you absolutely need to get the Sony 70-200mm f2.8 lens. It's amazingly sharp and 2.8 at 200mm. Just wow. This lens is around $2,500, and if you're into sports, action, wildlife, go ahead and get the Sony 100-400mm f4.5 to 5.6. This is around $2,100 or something like that. So those two lenses for the tele category. Sixth category would be the portrait lens. The best three portrait lenses are the Sony GM 85mm 1.4, Sony Distagon 35mm 1.4, and the budget one, the best budget one is Samyang 35mm 1.4 with AF. Samyang is somewhere around $550, Sony GM85mm is somewhere around $1,700, and the Sony 35mm 1.4 is somewhere around $1,400. So you need to justify what sits best for your budget. I personally use the Samyang 35mm 1.4 and it's absolutely gorgeous. So those are the best lens recommendations for each of those categories because I keep on seeing the same question all over Facebook groups, Twitter, Reddit, everywhere. So I just guess this video is going to help you choose the best lens for you. And congratulations if you are going to get your a7R III this week or next week. Let me know if any questions about any of the lenses, and if you have any recommendation of more lenses, you can leave in the comments below so that we can help each other. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't done it yet, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to stay updated. I will see you next time.